The dense smoke that shrouded northern Alberta now sits heavy over Calgary.
It's a real hazard.
And in the noses and throats of the people who live there.
I left my windows open last night, and of course my apartment is now full of smoke, so it's not nice.
Hundreds of kilometers north, closer to the source of some of that smoke, Dave Banman's restaurant prepares to feed firefighters and evacuees.
I wanted to cry, like really, it breaks my heart to see them displaced like that, you know, and not knowing if they're going to be able to go home.
High Level has been inundated with fire evacuees from the east, the west, and now even the north.
I've never, ever experienced this before, ever. I mean, we have fires all around us. I mean, all of Alberta is burning, and it's not a good thing. We need some rain, and we need it bad.
Rain would help, but from deep within the raging Rainbow Lake fire, a request for more.
Everything. Like the whole kitchen sink. We're going to need more people. We're going to need more airplanes. We're going to need more everything.
Right now, dozens of crews from across Canada are helping out in Alberta. But with new fires sparking up in other provinces, there are fears some of those assets may have to leave. The Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre says it's on it.
We're currently investigating other options from our other partners in New Zealand, Australia, Mexico, and South Africa.
Within Alberta, fire-ravaged communities are pulling together. The high-level animal shelter is at capacity and desperately trying to place four-legged evacuees.
Some of the animals are brought with their own food and bedding. Others just come with the fur on their back.
In Fox Lake, the chief and dozens of volunteers cross the river nightly to feed the animals they had to leave behind. A small act of compassion in a time of crisis.
So, Katie, there is some good news out of Alberta tonight.
Yeah, so just under 20,000 people out of their homes, and another evacuation order for Swan Hill. That's another 1,300 people. But some people in Brazeau County and Drayton Valley being allowed back to their properties today. You might remember that's the area where the Canadian Armed Forces was working. They were digging deep into the soil, trying to dig up those burning pockets of fire. So a small indication that some of these mitigation efforts are starting to work.
All right, it's something. Katie Nicholson, thank you. In the Northwest Territories, Hay River and the nearby First Nations community of Katlodiche remain under evacuation. Some evacuees have lost homes.
It's gone, so I got no home to go home to, and that's not good.
At last report, firefighters said 15 structures in Katlodiche were damaged, but that was 24 hours ago, and the fire remains out of control.